New Horizons. Years after the passing of Jake and Lily, their family continues to thrive and grow in the seaside town of Oceanview. The legacy of love, adventure, and community they left behind remains a guiding light for their daughter, Emma, her husband, Ryan, and their children, Oliver and Grace. Each year, the Summer to Remember festival attracts more visitors, becoming a beloved tradition in the town. Emma and Ryan have dedicated themselves to preserving and expanding this legacy. With the festival's growing popularity, they decide to introduce new initiatives that embody Jake and Lily's spirit. These include community outreach programs focused on love, art, and environmental conservation. One day, as Emma is sorting through the attic of the old cottage, she stumbles upon a dusty box tucked away in a corner. Curiosity piqued, she opens it to find a treasure trove of old letters, photographs, and an unfinished manuscript titled New Horizons. Emma's heart races as she realizes that her parents had been working on a sequel to their beloved book, A Summer to Remember. Emma decides to complete the manuscript, seeing it as a way to honor her parents' memory and share their enduring love story with the world. She knows this will be no small task and enlists the help of her family and the community to gather stories and memories from those who knew Jake and Lily best. To kickstart the project, Emma calls a family meeting. They gather in the living room, surrounded by the warmth and nostalgia of the old cottage. Emma spreads the contents of the box on the coffee table, and as she shares her discovery, her family's eyes light up with excitement. "This is incredible, Mum," Oliver exclaims, picking up a photograph of his grandparents on their wedding day. "I can't believe they are writing another book." Grace, flipping through the letters, adds, "Their story is so beautiful, it deserves to be told in full." Ryan nods, smiling at his wife. "We'll need to talk to everyone who knew them. Their friends, their students, anyone who can help us piece together the parts we don't know." And so, the family embarks on a journey to complete Jake and Lily's manuscript. They start by interviewing close friends and neighbors. Mrs. Thompson, an elderly woman who lived next door to Jake and Lily for decades, shares fond memories of their early days as newlyweds. "I remember when they first moved in," Mrs. Thompson recalls with a smile. "They were so full of life and energy. Jake used to surf every morning and Lily would sit on the porch painting the sunrise. They were inseparable, always laughing and talking about their dreams." Next, they visit the local surf shop where Jake taught many young surfers. The owner, Tom, who had been one of Jake's first students, has countless stories to tell. He takes them to a small storage room in the back of the shop, filled with old surfboards and memorabilia. "Jake was more than just a surf instructor," Tom says, holding up an old photograph of a young Jake with a group of kids on the beach. "He was a mentor, a friend, and an inspiration to all of us. He taught us not just how to surf, how to live with passion and integrity." The stories and memories they collect are heartwarming and poignant. Each one adds a new layer to Jake and Lily's already rich legacy. Emma meticulously documents every detail, feeling a deep connection to her parents as she works. One afternoon, as Emma is organizing the gathered materials, Grace walks in with a stack of letters she found in the attic. "Mom, you have to see this," Grace says, handing the letters to Emma. "These are love letters between Grandma and Grandpa. They're beautiful." Emma's eyes well up with tears as she reads the tender words exchanged between her parents. The letters reveal a side of Jake and Lily that she had never known, filled with vulnerability, hope, and unwavering love. Inspired by the letters, Emma decides to include excerpts in the manuscript. She feels that these personal notes will provide readers with a deeper understanding of the love that fueled Jake and Lily's extraordinary life together. As the project progresses, the family faces some challenges. Some stories are difficult to piece together, and add gaps in their parents' history that no one seems to know about. But Emma is determined to honor her parents' memory fully. She decides to reach out to her parents' old friends and acquaintances who might hold the missing pieces. Emma's search leads her to an old address book belonging to Lily. Flipping through the worn pages, she finds the name of a man named Richard, who was a close friend of Jake's during their college years. Emma contacts him, and he agrees to meet her. Richard, now a retired professor, lives in a quiet neighborhood a few towns away. When Emma arrives, he welcomes her warmly and leads her to a cozy living room filled with books and photographs. "I'm so glad you reached out," Richard says, offering Emma a cup of tea. "Jake and I were like brothers back in college. We shared so many adventures." As they talk, Richard shares stories of their college days, painting a vivid picture of a young, adventurous Jake. He recounts tales of late-night surf sessions, road trips, and the first time Jake mentioned Lily. "I remember the night he met Lily," Richard says, his eyes twinkling with nostalgia. "He couldn't stop talking about her. He said she was the most beautiful and interesting person he had ever met." And he was right. They were perfect for each other. Richard also provides Emma with letters and photographs from those early days, filling in many of the gaps in the manuscript. Emma is deeply grateful for his help and promises to keep him updated on the project's progress. Back at the cottage, Emma shares Richard's contributions with the family. They are all moved by the new insights into Jake and Lily's early relationship. The manuscript begins to take shape, weaving together the love letters, personal anecdotes, and stories from friends and family. One evening, as the family sits around the dining table, Ryan suggests a special addition to the manuscript. "How about we include a chapter written by each of us?" Ryan proposes. "We can share our own experiences and how Jake and Lily's love has impacted our lives." The idea resonates with everyone. Oliver decides to write about how his grandfather's passion for surfing inspired his own love for the sport and his career as a surf instructor. Grace plans to share her journey as an artist and musician, and how her grandmother's creativity influenced her path. Emma and Ryan each contribute a chapter as well, reflecting on their own marriage and the lessons they've learned from Jake and Lily's example. These personal chapters add a heartfelt and intimate touch to the manuscript, showcasing the enduring influence of Jake and Lily's love. As the manuscript nears completion, the family decides to hold a special event to celebrate its launch. They plan a gathering at the community center, inviting friends, neighbors, and everyone who contributed to the project. The day of the event arrives, and the community center is filled with warmth and excitement. The walls are adorned with photographs and paintings from Jake and Lily's life, and copies of the completed manuscript, now titled New Horizons, are displayed for all to see. Emma steps up to the podium, her heart full of gratitude and love. She looks out at the faces of the people who have been touched by her parents' story and begins to speak. "Thank you all for being here today," Emma says, her voice steady with emotion. "This manuscript is a labor of love, a tribute to my parents and the incredible life they shared. Their story is a reminder that love is the greatest adventure of all, and it continues to inspire us every day." As Emma reads excerpts from the manuscript, there are tears and smiles in the audience. The love and legacy of Jake and Lily are palpable in the room, touching the hearts of everyone present. The event concludes with a standing ovation, and many people come forward to share their own memories of Jake and Lily. Emma, Ryan, Oliver, and Grace feel a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing they have honored their parents' memory in a meaningful way. The completed manuscript, New Horizons, becomes a cherished addition to Jake and Lily's legacy. It is more than just a book. It is a testament to the enduring power of love and the beauty of a life lived with passion and purpose. As the family leaves the community center that evening, walking hand in hand along the beach, Emma looks up at the sky, feeling a deep connection to her parents. "Thank you, Mom and Dad," she whispers, "for everything." And so, the legacy of Jake and Lily continues to shine brightly, guiding their family and inspiring future generations to live with love, adventure, and an unwavering belief in the power of dreams. Part 2. Discovering Roots. Oliver, inspired by his mother's dedication to completing Jake and Lily's manuscript, decides to embark on his own journey of discovery. He realizes that to truly understand his grandparents' love story, he needs to explore the places and experiences that shaped them before they met each other. With Grace's encouragement, he sets out on a quest to trace the family's roots, starting with his grandfather's childhood home in California and his grandmother's early years in England. Oliver begins his journey in the small coastal town of Santa Cruz, California, where Jake grew up. Armed with a few old photographs and a sense of adventure, he arrives in the town and checks into a cozy bed and breakfast near the beach. The air is filled with the familiar scent of the ocean, and Oliver feels an immediate connection to his grandfather. His first stop is an old surf shop that Jake used to frequent as a teenager. The shop, now run by an elderly man named Bill, is a treasure trove of vintage surfboards and memorabilia. Oliver introduces himself and explains his mission, and Bill is more than happy to help. "I remember Jake well," Bill says, handing Oliver a faded photograph of a young Jake with a surfboard. "He was one of the best surfers I ever saw. But more than that, he had a heart of gold, always willing to help out and teach the younger kids." Bill shares stories of Jake's teenage years, painting a picture of a passionate and determined young man. Oliver learns about Jake's early love for the ocean, his first surfing competitions, and the friends who became like family. Bill also gives Oliver a stack of old letters and photographs that Jake had left behind when he moved away. As Oliver explores Santa Cruz, he visits Jake's childhood home, now owned by a young family. They graciously allow him to tour the house and the backyard where Jake spent countless hours practicing his surfing moves on a makeshift balance board. Standing in the very place where his grandfather grew up, Oliver feels a deep sense of connection and pride. From California, Oliver's journey takes him across the Atlantic to a quaint village in the English countryside, where Lily spent her early years. The village is picturesque, with cobblestone streets, charming cottages, and lush green fields. Oliver checks into a small inn and begins his exploration. His first stop is the local art gallery, which features some of Lily's early works. The curator, a kind woman named Margaret, is thrilled to meet Oliver and eager to share what she knows about Lily's early life. Lily was a remarkable talent, Margaret says, showing Oliver a painting of a young girl in a field of wildflowers. She had an eye for beauty and a heart full of dreams. Even as a child, her art captured the world in a unique and enchanting way. Margaret introduces Oliver to some of the villagers who remember Lily as a young girl. They share stories of her adventurous spirit, a love for nature, and her early artistic endeavors. Oliver learns about the hardships Lily faced, including the loss of her parents at a young age and her determination to pursue her dreams despite the challenges. One of the most touching moments of Oliver's journey is his visit to the old stone cottage, where Lily lived with her grandparents. The current owner, an elderly woman named Edith, invites him in and shows him a small attic where Lily used to paint. This was her sanctuary, Edith says, opening a dusty old chest filled with Lily's sketches and paintings. She would spend hours up here, lost in her world of colors and imagination. Oliver feels a profound connection to his grandmother as he looks through her early works. He takes photographs and notes, planning to incorporate these discoveries into the manuscript. Throughout his journey, Oliver documents his experiences, capturing the essence of his grandparents' early lives. He feels a deeper understanding of the love and resilience that shaped Jake and Lily, and he knows that these stories will add richness and depth to the manuscript. Upon returning to Oceanview, Oliver shares his findings with his family. They gather in the living room, eagerly listening to his tales of adventure and discovery. "I feel like I've walked in their footsteps," Oliver says, showing them the photographs and letters he collected. "I understand them so much better now. Their love story is even more incredible than I realized." Emma, Ryan, and Grace are moved by Oliver's journey and the new insights he brings. They incorporate his discoveries into the manuscript, adding a chapter dedicated to Jake and Lily's early lives and the experiences that shaped their love. As they work on the manuscript, the family also prepares for the next Summer to Remember festival. This year, they plan to unveil the completed manuscript and share the new stories and memories they have gathered. The festival begins with the usual excitement and anticipation, drawing visitors from near and far. The beach is bustling with activity, with surf competitions, art exhibits, and music performances. Oliver's surf classes are more popular than ever, and Grace's art installation, inspired by her grandmother's early works, is a highlight of the festival. One evening, as the sun sets over the ocean, the family gathers for a special storytelling session around a bonfire. Emma stands up, holding the completed manuscript, and begins to read. "This year, we have something special to share," Emma says, her voice filled with emotion. "Thanks to the efforts of my son, Oliver, we have uncovered new stories and memories of Jake and Lily's early lives. These stories have added a beautiful new dimension to their love story." As Emma reads excerpts from the manuscript, the audience listens with rapt attention. There are smiles, laughter, and tears as they hear about Jake's early surfing days, Lily's childhood dreams, and the experiences that shaped their extraordinary love. The storytelling session is a moving tribute to Jake and Lily, and the audience responds with a heartfelt ovation. Many people come forward to thank the family for sharing these new insights and for keeping Jake and Lily's legacy alive. After the festival, Oliver reflects on his journey and the impact it has had on him. He feels a deep sense of fulfillment and gratitude for the opportunity to connect with his grandparents in such a meaningful way. One afternoon, as Oliver is surfing, he feels a presence beside him. Turning his head, he sees a vision of his grandfather, smiling and riding the waves with him. Oliver feels a rush of joy and love, knowing that Jake and Lily are always with him, guiding and inspiring him. The family's efforts to preserve and expand Jake and Lily's legacy continue to bring them closer together and to inspire the community. The completed manuscript, now a cherished family heirloom, is a testament to the enduring power of love and the beauty of a life lived with passion and purpose. As they look to the future, Emma, Ryan, Oliver, and Grace know that Jake and Lily's story will continue to shine brightly, touching hearts and inspiring future generations to live with love, adventure, and an unwavering belief in the power of dreams. Part 3. A love rekindled. As the family continues to honor Jake and Lily's legacy through their various endeavors, Grace finds herself inspired by their love story in a deeply personal way. An accomplished artist and musician, she has always felt a strong connection to her grandmother, Lily. Grace's art reflects the same passion and creativity that Lily had, and she often feels her grandmother's presence guiding her. One day, while working on a new project in her studio, Grace receives a message from an old friend, Sam. They had been close in high school, sharing a love for music and art, but had lost touch over the years as their lives took different paths. Sam, now a talented musician, had heard about Grace's recent art exhibitions and reached out to reconnect. "Hey, Grace, it's been a long time. I saw your work at the community center and was blown away. I'd love to catch up and maybe collaborate on something. What do you think?" Grace's heart skips a beat as she reads the message. She remembers the deep connection they shared and the spark of creativity that always seemed to ignite when they were together. Excited by the prospect of reconnecting, she quickly responds, "Hi, Sam. It's so great to hear from you. I'd love to catch up and collaborate. How about we meet for coffee and talk about some ideas? They arranged to meet at a quaint cafe by the beach, a place that holds nostalgic memories for both of them. As Grace arrives, she spots Sam sitting at a table by the window, his guitar resting against the chair. He looks up and smiles, and Grace feels a wave of warmth and familiarity. "Grace, it's so good to see you," Sam says, standing up to hug her. "You haven't changed a bit." "Neither have you," Grace replies, smiling as they sit down. "It's been too long." They spend the afternoon catching up on each other's lives, sharing stories of their artistic journeys, and reminiscing about the old days. Grace feels a deep sense of connection and realizes how much she has missed Sam's presence in her life. As they talk, Sam proposes an idea for a new project that combines their talents. "I've been working on some new music," he says, "and I think it would be amazing to create a multimedia art installation that tells a story through both music and visual art. What do you think?" Grace's eyes light up with excitement. "That sounds incredible, Sam. I've been wanting to explore new ways to express my art, and this could be the perfect opportunity." They start brainstorming ideas, and the project quickly takes shape. They decide to create a piece titled Echoes of Love, inspired by the enduring love story of Jake and Lily. The installation will feature Grace's paintings and visual art, accompanied by Sam's original music, creating an immersive and emotional experience for the audience. Over the next few months, Grace and Sam work closely together, pouring their hearts and souls into the project. They spend countless hours in Grace's studio, experimenting with different techniques and compositions. The creative energy between them is palpable, and their collaboration brings out the best in both of them. As they work, their friendship rekindles into something more. They share long conversations about life, love, and their dreams, finding a deep and meaningful connection. Grace feels her heart opening in ways she hadn't experienced before, and she realizes that her feelings for Sam go beyond friendship. One evening, as they are working late in the studio, Sam takes a break to play a new song he has written. The melody is hauntingly beautiful, and the lyrics speak of love, loss, and the enduring power of connection. Grace is moved to tears, feeling the music resonate deep within her soul. "That was beautiful, Sam," Grace says softly, wiping away a tear. "Your music has always had a way of touching my heart." Sam looks at her, his eyes filled with emotion. "Grace, there's something I need to tell you. Working on this project with you has made me realize how much I've missed you, and how much you mean to me. I think I've always loved you." Grace's heart races as she takes in his words. She feels a rush of emotions, joy, love, and a sense of destiny. "Sam, I feel the same way. I've always felt a special connection with you, and it's only grown stronger over time." They share a tender kiss, sealing their newfound love. It feels like the culmination of a journey that began years ago, and Grace is filled with a sense of gratitude and happiness. As their relationship blossoms, Grace and Sam pour even more passion into their project. Echoes of Love becomes a deeply personal and meaningful work, reflecting their own love story as well as the legacy of Jake and Lily. The project is unveiled at the next Summer to Remember festival, drawing a large and enthusiastic crowd. The installation is set up in a specially designed pavilion, with Grace's paintings and visual art displayed on the walls and Sam's music playing in the background. As visitors enter the pavilion, they are enveloped in a sensory experience that evokes the emotions of love, longing, and connection. Grace's paintings, inspired by her grandmother's early works, depict scenes of nature, love, and the passage of time. Sam's music adds a layer of depth and emotion, creating a harmonious blend of art and sound. The response to Echoes of Love is overwhelmingly positive. Visitors are moved to tears, and many share their own stories of love and loss. Grace and Sam receive countless compliments and expressions of gratitude for creating such a powerful and touching piece. One evening, after a long day at the festival, Grace and Sam sit on the beach, watching the waves roll in. The sky is painted with the colors of sunset, and they hold hands, feeling a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. "This project has been incredible," Grace says, leaning her head on Sam's shoulder. "But what I'm most grateful for is finding you again. I never realized how much I needed you in my life." Sam kisses her forehead, smiling. "I feel the same way, Grace. Our love is like the echo of Jake and Lily's story, and I'm so grateful for the journey that brought us back together." As the festival comes to a close, Grace and Sam reflect on the impact their project has had on the community and on their own lives. They decide to continue collaborating, creating more art and music that celebrates love, connection, and the beauty of the human experience. Their relationship grows stronger with each passing day, and they find joy in the simple moments of life, cooking dinner together, taking long walks on the beach, and sharing their dreams for the future. They know that their love is a rare and precious gift, and they cherish it deeply. One evening, as they are watching the sunset from the porch of the old cottage, Sam takes Grace's hand and looks into her eyes. "Grace, I have something important to ask you." Grace's heart skips a beat as she realizes what's coming. Sam takes a small box from his pocket and opens it to reveal a beautiful ring. "Grace, you are the love of my life. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy fill Grace's eyes as she nods. "Yes, Sam, 1,000 times yes." They embrace, feeling the presence of Jake and Lily watching over them, blessing their union. It's a moment of pure happiness and love, a testament to the enduring power of connection and the legacy of Jake and Lily's love story. As they plan their wedding, Grace and Sam decide to honor their grandparents by incorporating elements of their love story into the ceremony. They choose the beach as the venue, with the sound of the waves and the warmth of the sun as their backdrop. Grace wears a dress inspired by Lily's wedding gown, and they exchange vows under an arch decorated with flowers from Lily's garden. The wedding is a beautiful celebration of love, surrounded by family and friends. Emma, Ryan, Oliver, and the entire community come together to witness the union of two souls deeply connected by their shared history and love. As Grace and Sam exchange vows, they feel the presence of Jake and Lily, their love story continuing to inspire and guide them. It's a moment of pure joy and fulfillment, a testament to the power of love and the enduring legacy of a summer to remember. Part 4. The festival grows. The Summer to Remember festival has become more than just a celebration of Jake and Lily's love story. It has evolved into a symbol of community, creativity, and connection in the town of Oceanview. Each year, the festival draws more visitors, and its impact on the community continues to grow. Emma and Ryan, along with their children Oliver and Grace, are committed to making the festival an event that honors Jake and Lily's legacy while also fostering a sense of togetherness and inspiration. This year, they decide to introduce several new activities and initiatives to expand the festival's reach and significance. One of the most exciting additions is the storytelling workshops, where participants can learn the art of storytelling and share their own experiences of love and connection. Emma takes the lead in organizing these workshops, drawing on her experience as a writer and her passion for preserving her parents' legacy. The workshops are held in the community center, a space filled with photographs, paintings, and memorabilia from Jake and Lily's life. The atmosphere is warm and inviting, encouraging participants to open up and share their stories. On the first day of the workshops, Emma welcomes a diverse group of participants, ranging from young children to elderly residents. She begins by sharing a few anecdotes from her parents' love story, setting the tone for the sessions. Storytelling is a powerful way to connect with others and to preserve our memories, Emma says, addressing the group. Today, we're going to explore the art of storytelling and celebrate the love and connections that shape our lives. The participants are divided into smaller groups, each guided by a facilitator who encourages them to share their stories. As they talk, laugh, and sometimes cry, a sense of camaraderie and understanding emerges. Emma moves between the groups, listening and offering guidance, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment as she witnesses the power of storytelling in action. One of the most touching moments occurs, and an elderly woman named Margaret shares her story. She talks about her late husband, George, and the love they shared for over 50 years. As she speaks, her eyes sparkle with memories, and the group listens with rapt attention. George and I met during the war, Margaret begins, her voice soft but steady. He was a soldier, and I was a nurse. We fell in love under the most difficult circumstances, but our love was strong and unwavering. Even after all these years, I still feel his presence with me. Margaret's story resonates deeply with the group, and many are moved to tears. Her words capture the essence of enduring love and the impact it has on our lives. At the end of the workshop, Emma invites Margaret to share her story with the entire festival audience. Margaret agrees, and on the final evening of the festival, she stands on the main stage, her voice filled with emotion as she recounts her and George's love story. The audience is captivated, and her story becomes one of the highlights of the festival. In addition to the storytelling workshops, the festival features a variety of other activities, including art exhibits, surf competitions, and environmental conservation efforts. Oliver, now a prominent surf instructor and environmental advocate, takes the lead in organizing these events. One of the key initiatives is a beach cleanup and conservation project. Oliver works with local environmental groups to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the ocean and its ecosystems. He organizes a series of beach cleanups, inviting festival attendees to participate and make a positive impact on the environment. The response is overwhelmingly positive. Families, friends, and individuals come together to clean the beach, removing trash and debris, and learning about sustainable practices. Oliver feels a deep sense of pride and fulfillment as he sees the community come together to care for the ocean that has given them so much joy. Grace's art installation, Echoes of Love, continues to be a central attraction at the festival. Inspired by her grandparents' early works and her own journey of love and connection, the installation is a beautiful fusion of visual art and music. Visitors are moved by the immersive experience, and many leave with a deeper appreciation for the power of love and creativity. As the festival progresses, Emma and Ryan introduce a new initiative to support local artists and musicians. They set up a series of pop-up galleries and performance spaces, giving emerging talents a platform to showcase their work. The community responds enthusiastically, and the festival becomes a hub of creativity and inspiration. One of the standout performances is by a young musician named Alex, who plays an original song dedicated to his late grandmother. His music is heartfelt and emotional, capturing the essence of love and loss. The audience is deeply moved, and Alex receives a standing ovation. The festival also includes a special tribute to Jake and Lily. On the final evening, the family organizes a dramatic retelling of their love story, performed by local actors and set to Grace and Sam's original music. The performance is held on the beach, with the sound of the waves and the setting sun providing a magical backdrop. As the actors bring Jake and Lily's story to life, the audience is transported back in time, experiencing the joy, challenges, and triumphs of their extraordinary love. The performance is a beautiful tribute to their legacy, and the audience responds with heartfelt applause and tears. As the festival comes to a close, the family reflects on its success and the impact it has had on the community. They are filled with gratitude for the love and support they have received, and for the opportunity to continue honoring Jake and Lily's legacy. Emma, Ryan, Oliver, and Grace stand together on the beach, watching the final sunset of the festival. They feel a deep sense of connection and fulfillment, knowing that they have created something truly special. "We've come a long way," Emma says, her voice filled with emotion. "Jake and Lily's love story has brought us all together and inspired us to create something beautiful." Ryan nods, putting his arm around her. "Their legacy lives on in all of us. And as long as we continue to celebrate love, creativity, and community, their story will never be forgotten." Oliver and Grace smile, feeling the same sense of pride and gratitude. They know that the festival will continue to grow and evolve, inspiring future generations and keeping the spirit of Jake and Lily alive. As the sun dips below the horizon, the family holds hands, united by the love and legacy that brought them together. The Summer to Remember festival has become more than just an event. It is a testament to the enduring power of love, connection, and the human spirit. And as they look to the future, they are filled with hope and excitement for the journey ahead. New beginnings. A year has passed since the last Summer to Remember festival, and the coastal town of Oceanview is abuzz with anticipation for the upcoming event. The festival has grown into a beloved tradition, drawing visitors from all over the country to celebrate love, creativity, and community. Emma, Ryan, Oliver, and Grace are busy with preparations. This year's festival promises to be bigger and better, with new activities, performances, and initiatives. The family is dedicated to making this festival a memorable one, honoring the legacy of Jake and Lily while fostering new connections and experiences. As the festival draws near, the family is excited to unveil a significant addition to Oceanview, a cultural center named the Jake and Lily Heritage Center. This center will serve as a permanent tribute to their grandparents, showcasing their love story, their contributions to the community, and the enduring impact of their legacy. The grand opening of the Heritage Center is scheduled to coincide with the festival, and the family has been working tirelessly to prepare for the event. The center features a gallery of photographs, paintings, and memorabilia from Jake and Lily's life, as well as interactive exhibits that tell their story in a captivating and engaging way. One afternoon, as the family gathers in the nearly completed center, Emma takes a moment to reflect on the journey that brought them here. "This center is a dream come true," she says, her voice filled with emotion. "Jake and Lily's love story has always been an inspiration to us, and now we have a place where their legacy can be shared with everyone." Ryan nods, placing a supportive hand on her shoulder. "It's more than just a building. It's a celebration of their love, their passion, and the community they helped build. I know they would be proud." Oliver and Grace smile, feeling a deep sense of pride and fulfillment. They have poured their hearts into this project, knowing that it will continue to inspire and connect people for generations to come. As they prepare for the grand opening, they receive a surprise visit from an old friend, Laura, Jake and Lily's dear friend and neighbor, who played a significant role in their love story. Now in her late 70s, Laura has come to Oceanview to share her memories and support the family's efforts. "Laura, it's so wonderful to see you," Emma says, embracing her warmly. "Your presence means so much to us." Laura smiles, her eyes twinkling with fond memories. "I wouldn't miss this for the world. Jake and Lily were like family to me, and I'm honored to be here to celebrate their legacy." Laura spends the next few days with the family, sharing stories and helping with the final preparations for the Heritage Center. Her first-hand accounts of Jake and Lily's early days add a rich and personal dimension to the exhibits, bringing their story to life in a way that only she can. On the day of the grand opening, the town of Oceanview is filled with excitement. The Heritage Center is decorated with flowers and banners, and a large crowd has gathered to witness the ribbon-cutting ceremony. The atmosphere is electric, with music, laughter, and a palpable sense of anticipation. Emma steps up to the podium, her heart swelling with pride as she looks out at the crowd. She takes a deep breath and begins to speak. Welcome, everyone, to the grand opening of the Jake and Lily Heritage Center. This center is a testament to the love and legacy of two extraordinary people who touched the lives of so many. Jake and Lily's story is one of love, resilience, and community, and we are honored to share it with you. The crowd applauds and Emma continues, her voice strong and clear. Jake and Lily taught us the importance of love, creativity, and connection. This center is a place where their spirit will live on, inspiring future generations to dream big and love deeply. We invite you to explore the exhibits, hear their story, and be a part of the legacy they left behind. With that, Emma cuts the ribbon, and the crowd cheers as the doors of the Heritage Center open. Visitors stream inside, eager to see the exhibits and learn more about Jake and Lily. As the family mingles with the crowd, they receive countless compliments and expressions of gratitude. People are moved by the exhibits, which beautifully capture the essence of Jake and Lily's love story and their impact on the community. One of the highlights of the center is a multimedia presentation featuring Grace's art and Sam's music. The presentation, titled Eternal Love, combines paintings, photographs, and original music to tell the story of Jake and Lily's life together. Visitors are captivated by the immersive experience, which evokes the emotions and beauty of their love. Later that evening, the family hosts a special dinner in honor of Laura, who has been an invaluable part of their journey. As they sit around the table, sharing stories and laughter, they feel a deep sense of connection and gratitude. Laura, your stories and memories have brought Jake and Lily's legacy to life in a way we couldn't have imagined, Emma says, raising her glass in a toast. Thank you for being here and for sharing this journey with us. Laura smiles, her eyes shining with tears. It's been an honor to be a part of this. Jake and Lily were special people, and their love was truly remarkable. I'm grateful to have known them and to see their legacy continue through all of you. The dinner is filled with warmth and love, a fitting tribute to the extraordinary couple who inspired it all. As the night comes to an end, the family feels a deep sense of fulfillment and excitement for the festival ahead. The next morning, the Summer to Remember festival kicks off with a bang. The beach is alive with activity, from surf competitions to art exhibits to live music performances. The Heritage Center is a central attraction, drawing visitors eager to learn more about Jake and Lily's love story. Oliver's surf classes are a huge hit, attracting surfers of all ages and skill levels. He feels a deep sense of satisfaction as he shares his passion for the ocean and teaches others the joy of surfing. Grace's art installation, Echoes of Love, continues to captivate audiences, and she feels a profound connection to her grandmother as she watches visitors experience the emotions and beauty of her work. One afternoon, as Oliver is teaching a surf class, he notices a familiar face in the crowd. Leela, a talented photographer and his high school sweetheart. They had drifted apart after graduation, each pursuing their own dreams. But seeing her again stirs up old feelings. Leela, is that you? Oliver calls out, smiling as he approaches her. Leela looks up, her eyes widening with surprise and delight. Oliver, I can't believe it's you. It's been so long. They embrace, and Oliver feels a rush of nostalgia and excitement. What brings you to Oceanview? I heard about the festival and the Heritage Center, Leela explains. I've been traveling the world, capturing stories through my photography, and I thought it was time to come back and see what you've been up to. Oliver is thrilled to reconnect with Leela and invites her to join him for a surf session. They spend the afternoon catching waves and reminiscing about old times, feeling the spark of their past connection reignite. As the sun sets, they sit on the beach, watching the waves and talking about their journeys. Leela shares stories of her travels, and Oliver talks about his work with the festival and the Heritage Center. "I've missed this place," Leela says, gazing out at the ocean. "And I've missed you, Oliver. Our connection was always special." Oliver nods, feeling the same way. "I've missed you too, Leela. It feels like fate brought us back together." As the festival continues, Oliver and Leela spend more time together, exploring the exhibits, attending performances, and sharing their dreams for the future. Their rekindled connection blossoms into something deeper, and they both feel a sense of excitement and possibility. One evening, as they walk along the beach, Oliver takes Leela's hand and looks into her eyes. "Leela, I know we've both been on our own journeys, but I can't help but feel that we were meant to find each other again. I want to see where this leads. What do you think?" Leela smiles, her heart filled with hope. "I feel the same way, Oliver. Let's take this journey together." Their rekindled romance adds a beautiful and unexpected dimension to the festival, reminding everyone of the magic and power of love. As the festival draws to a close, the family reflects on the incredible experiences and connections they have shared. They feel a deep sense of pride and fulfillment, knowing that they have honored Jake and Lily's legacy in a meaningful and lasting way. The Summer to Remember festival has once again brought the community together, celebrating love, creativity, and the enduring power of connection. As they look to the future, the family is filled with excitement and hope, knowing that Jake and Lily's legacy will continue to inspire and guide them for generations to come.